And good evening, everybody, and welcome to High School Video Sports. Welcome to our first ever production of our Radio Plus Prep Football Preview Kickoff Football Show. My name is Nick Rush. I'm Sports Director for Radio Plus, and we'd like to welcome you to a very exciting program, a very exciting time of the year here, of course, and not only do we get to showcase some outstanding athletes here for Fond du Lac High School, for Mayville, for Springs, Winnebago, Lutheran Academy, and Laconia, but we also get to kind of show off our brand new conference center and media room here. We've remodeled over the last 5-6 months here. It's been a mess, but it's all kind of come together here, and we thought, what a better way to showcase what we have here for the community than to bring in some teams, bring in some athletes, bring in some coaches to walk us through the beginning of the high school football season. Special thanks to the Leb Insurance Group for sponsoring this program here tonight. Leb Insurance Group, of course, servicing all of the Valley, all of the Fox Valley area. Thanks to Mike Leb and Sarah Leb and everybody again at the Leb Insurance Group. A lot of great sponsors, a lot of great action here tonight, and we'd like to welcome, first kicking off the show is the Fond du Lac Cardinals. So again, welcome, guys. Appreciate you being here today.
Thank you for having us.
All right. I'd like to welcome head coach Sam Pluker. Sam, let me shake your hand, buddy. Good to see you again, buddy.
Nice to see you.
All right. And with us here, as we go along, we have Max, Tanner, and Caleb. Max Mengel and Tanner and Caleb. Good to see you guys. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
All right. You guys ever been on camera? Ever been on radio before?
No, never.
No, you got a face for it. You guys are all right. Everything's fine. So,
Take
Coach,
it.
we'll start with you. The off season. Kind of talk about that for us. You know, you ended last season with unfortunate loss in the round to Kimberly in the first level here, and go through the off season now, and it picks up right where you left off in the wintertime, right?
Yeah, you know, I think the unique part about high school sports is, unlike the NFL or professional, it's completely turnover. So every year it's pretty much a new team. You know, 20 guys leave and 20 to 30 freshmen come in. So we just really focused on the off season of figuring out the identity of what our team was going to be. I knew that we had a strong senior class with a lot of really good players, and our goal really was to put them in leadership positions to start helping the young guys mature. What we really want to do this offseason is create a full program all the way down to the freshmen, and that started with the seniors of setting the example of how we lift and how we train. And for us, that's really a 365-day-a-year thing. So for these guys to come in and be committed, and not only about themselves and their senior year and and their future, but also the future of this program has been awesome. So what we really did is, like I said previously, is we really relied on this senior class to help change the culture and push it in the way that Fondy football wants to go for the future.
So
365-day-a-year
you had
thing.
Just an outstanding.
So
let me bring down my phone there. There we go. Had just an outstanding season last year with a win over Kimberly at Fruth. I mean, that's got to propel you guys and your thought process, and a signature win like that, right?
Yeah, I think in beating Kimberly and Kettle Moraine, who were both state champions last year, I think it shows the level that we can play at. But it also, I think, kept us hungry the off season because we understand that to play at that level, you have to play at that level every single week. Mm-hmm. And what Kimberly and Kettle Moraine did was able to play at a high level every single week, and we were able to play at a high level for about half the weeks. So I think it was a really good understanding for the kids, especially the senior class, of how hard we have to practice, how hard we have to play. And now hopefully this year they understand that that's an every single week type of thing. But to do it on JFL night when all of our youth kids were there was something that was really good for the program. And obviously when you have coaching changes, there's a lot of different elements that go into it, but I think the kids saw that the way we're doing things can work. And when you get that buy-in from not only the kids but the rest of the coaching staff, and everyone starts working together, not against each other, I think some special things can happen in the long run.
You graduate some special playmakers from last year. Stephen Schreider graduated. Ethan Wagner-Lang, receiver, graduated. Eigenbro, leading back, graduated. So you guys are left to fill that, and some big shoes to fill. And Max, we'll start with you here. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah. They're big losses to the offense, really good playmakers, but I think we got guys that can step up and take their places.
You're tight end, right? So blocking, catching, touchdowns, what do we like? I know what we like, but explain what we like, right?
just like in the ball.
Yeah, not afraid of it here, right? Good. Tanner Dolsky with us here as well. Tanner, thanks for being here.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. About 42 to 44 yards a game last year. Saw the end zone 5 times. Honorable mention for all conference in the Fox Valley Association. What's your role this year with the Cardinals, Tanner?
I'm going to be coming out of the backfield, so at running back mainly. There's going to be like a little outside work, I guess, but pretty much that's where it's going to be. You know, we're going to take the workloads. We got a decent size O-line this year. They're young, but we're all relying on them.
Yeah,
They're going to put us where we got to be.
And Coach, it starts up front and getting that running game going, and we saw a lot over the years of the read option for Fond du Lac. Do you think we're going to continue to see that type of plays develop?
Yeah, I think our goal is to put the defense in the worst position possible. And in the run game, if you can have a quarterback running option on the same play, it stresses out the defense. And so we're going to continue to take advantage of those when we can.
One of the guys that you're alluding to on the offensive line is sitting right next to you, so be careful what you say to Caleb Kotke on the line here. Caleb, what part of the line do you play, and what do you look forward to on the offensive line?
So I play right tackle, and we have a bunch of younger guys coming into the line this year, so I look forward to helping them grow as a player and making our offensive line the best it's been since I've been playing for Fond du Lac.
Sure. As far as the quarterback position goes, Coach, have we named a quarterback yet, or are we still in the phase of doing that?
Yeah, Connor Klapperick has done a very awesome job in the offseason, earning the respect of the team. Connor started as a sophomore, and last year moved and started at safety for us, and he's going back to quarterback. So if you look kind of two years ago when he was a sophomore, he was very productive for us. I believe he threw for somewhere around 1,700 yards and ran for 600. But Connor's a very different person now than he was then. He's much more mature physically, mentally, and he's ready to take this on, and he's done everything he could. And in my opinion, he's earned the respect of the team, and everyone trusts that he's going to go out there and be a very good player for us.
This is our high school football preview kickoff show, Radio Plus Video Sports. We're chatting with the Fond du Lac Cardinals here today. This is part 1 of our show. We have St. Mary Springs Academy. They're in the batter's box, or on the on-deck circle, I should say, waiting for their turn to be spotlighted here today. But again, chatting with Sam Pluker, head coach of the Cardinals, tight end, defensive end, Max Mengel, Tanner Dolsky, running back, Caleb Kotke on the offensive line and defensive line. And Coach, as you put up last year's slide here with regards to the records and regards to the battle in the Fox Valley Association, how do you see this battle developing? It's going to be a tough one again, right?
Yeah, it's extremely tough. I'd be lying to you if I said I look and like what I see and where we're placed. That's not acceptable in our program, and I know that we talk about that every single day. But that doesn't mean that the teams.
I didn't bring it up to anger you.
No, you're good.
I'm feeling you guys. Right?
No, it's good. It's something that the guys. I know we show in the weight room a few times. It's something we've talked about, and just this is where we're at. And to get better and to beat the teams ahead of us is going to take even more because, like you said, the other teams ahead of us are no slouch. You have to go win games in this conference. Teams aren't gonna bow down for you. Kaukaunen's program is better than it's ever been. Nina's program is better than it's ever been, and Appleton North and Kimberly have obviously been very good for 15 years.
Van Evenhoven is a very good quarterback, and he proved that last year for Nina, right?
Yep, he's an excellent quarterback. He can run. He's probably one of the better offensive threats in our entire conference.
Yeah. So as I bring up the next slide here, you take a look at this, and I want to get your reactions, each of you, to when you see these slides up here for the brand new field, the brand new complex out at Fond du Lac High School. How special is this, and how special is it going to be, guys, to break it in next Friday?
It's going to be awesome. I mean, not just for us, but that's kind of like kicking off it for everyone. Like, we're the first ones to play there, but then everyone after that. I mean, it's going to be a great use in Fondy, and it's just awesome. Just like seeing the blueprints in like the first place just really caught my eye and was like, got me excited.
Yeah. Max?
Yeah, I'm really excited to play on it. New start for Fondy. Yeah.
Caleb?
I think it's going to be a really fun time being the first group to play on that field. Hopefully the first game. We're going to be the first team to win on that field.
Coach?
Yeah, I think it's something really positive for our school district as a whole. It's an opportunity for the community to come together and support a group of kids, whether that be us, soccer, marching band, whoever may be on the field, who've put a lot of time into it. And I know oftentimes, sometimes kids nowadays get a bad rap, whether they're on their phone too much or doing this or doing that. But there's a lot of kids in this community who are working their tails off every day to a passion of theirs. And I think it's a great facility to celebrate everyone in our district and what they're doing. And it gives them a big stage to play on. And we all loved Fruth. And I think Fruth was an awesome atmosphere. But this is kind of something you could walk right out of the high school and go play right at your high school in a brand new stadium with new lights and a new field, and it's something that they can be proud of. And the way they work, I believe they deserve that opportunity.
And credit to those that worked on the stadium, of course, and getting it done in such a timely fashion. I would drive by and new things would be up. I'd drive by, the press box would be up. The lights would be, being tested. And you're talking about the track today. So, again, it really takes a village to put something like this together, and it has.
It also, and I think the best or coolest part about it to me is that a lot of people from the city of Fond du Lac have worked on that field.
Yeah.
And companies from the city of Fond du Lac, so it's something that the whole city can be proud of.
Artificial turf, guys, can we speak to that for a moment here? Because you've been at places where that's been a home field advantage for teams, do you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Are you going to enjoy playing on turf, do you think? Every game?
I mean, it's
Home
definitely
game?
like it puts everyone on the same playing field. Like us playing on grass and other teams playing on turf, like really affected them and us. So I mean, it'll be nice everyone be on the same playing field. So can't use that as an excuse.
Right, and it maybe helps the running game, right? The ground game
sure.
for you, Tanner, right? Max, any thoughts there on the turf?
Same with Tanner, evening out everything.
Yeah. Caleb, any thoughts there?
I did like how on Fruth some teams would get rattled from playing on grass because they're so used to turf, but I do think turf will be better for everyone overall.
You take a look at Fond du Lac's schedule here, guys, and you have Sussex-Hamilton to kick it off. Then you have Franklin, a road game. I think the last time where Fondy played there was Miles Burkett going off for Franklin. Yeah. He's for the Badgers now, so we don't have to worry about him, right? He's a special player, special guy here. But then you kick off the FVA against Appleton North. Traditionally, a very tough, aggressive, physical team, right? So the first third of your season, what do you think?
It's going to be a grind.
Yeah.
We're going to have to play really hard, and we have to be consistent. You can't take any games off, any practices off, nothing. You just got to go.
Yeah, I think from my perspective, you get the schedule and you look and, okay, we're playing this team, this team, this team. And when you see that many good teams, you say, okay, we're not worried about week 2, we're not worried about week 3. We're going to worry about playing our best game week 1. Every team you mentioned deserves our 100% full attention. Mm-hmm. If we spend any time worrying about the next week, we're doing a disservice to ourselves because they're good football teams. So right now, our mind is on Sussex-Hamilton. They were a game away from state last year, and we're doing everything that we can to put ourselves in a position to beat them. And that's just really our mindset this year is that, hey, we can look at the whole entire picture, or we can just worry about doing piece by piece. And I think the piece by piece will help everyone this year focus on, hey, it's not playing Kimberly in 4 weeks. We have a game that's extremely important this week, and that's all we're focused on.
This is our Radio Plus Sports kickoff prep football preview show here on Radio Plus Video Sports. You guys doing okay? Everybody cool? Everybody all right? All right, we have the chat open. This is a live show. We have the chat open now. If you'd like to ask the players or coach a question, within reason, within clean fun here, please do so. Please open up the chat here and chime in. You can do that. We got the chat open here for that here. I didn't tell you we're going to do that, but here we go.
Works for us.
Right? I'm going to go around and you give me the biggest challenge for the Cardinals and the biggest strength that you have coming into next Friday night, into the season. And Max, we'll start with you.
I think having an experienced defense coming back is going to be a big benefit to the team. And then
15 starters back on both sides, right?
And then a big challenge for us is the younger guys stepping up. Hopefully they can get it together and step up for us.
Okay. Tanner?
I think one of our losses are definitely our younger guy. We're obviously younger. We got guys that needed to fill in. Seniors can't do everything. But our biggest strength is this leadership that our senior class has, and us all kind of taking them under our wings. We're all putting each other out there as we're all equal players. We need each other to win, and we're just gonna try to make everyone better day by day.
I'm
Caleb?
pretty much the same with Tanner. One of our weaknesses is going to be the younger guys. Hopefully they can step up and fill in some shoes of the people that we lost. And our strengths is definitely our senior leadership.
Max, question for you. Your favorite part of tight end?
Catching touchdowns.
Okay. Tanner, how has it changed leadership becoming a starting running back?
Definitely a big role on my back.
Yeah.
I know, like everyone knows, we're run first offense. We're gonna pound the ground on the ball, and it's like a position that I've already been ready for. But now it's here, and now we just gotta show it.
Caleb, how will you help mentor the younger guys? A question that came in.
Hopefully just by leading by example. Never take any plays off in practice. If they have questions, they can always ask me.
And going back to Max, another one in here. Your favorite thing about the culture now shifting in Fond du Lac football program?
I gotta think a little bit. Having a lot of seniors be leaders is really good. We didn't really have too many seniors be leaders in the past, so.
Okay. We're going to wrap up this segment here, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. We certainly appreciate that. But one or two can take this. We're going to put the coach in a corner. We're going to end the segment with a coach's corner. You get to ask Coach a question. All right, before we break here. Does anything come to mind at all?
How would you rank our senior class as leaderships and all-around players?
It's a phenomenal question. I think that your senior class commitment to the football program is something that I hope every senior class has for the next 10 to 15 years. I also think the relationships that you guys have built with each other and how close you are as a friend group is something that I hope we continue to have, because I truly believe that you guys are going to be friends for a long time, even past your days of football. So,
the number one battle that you're looking forward to this year?
You could be old and original and say Kimberly always, but I'm gonna go with more of a Appleton North game. I feel like that's just a game that we really want back, and we want to get it this year.
All right. This has been our exclusive interview with the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Again, thank you to Coach Sam Pluker. Thank you to Max Mengel, Tanner Dulski, and Caleb Kutke for the Cardinals. I'll shake all your hands here. Best of luck, guys, on the season. Yeah, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it, all right?
No problem.
See you, buddy. All right. Very good. All right. So you can watch every Fond du Lac Cardinal football game video stream live for free at our website at radioplusinfo.com. Coming up next, the Ledgers of St. Mary Springs Academy in this conference room after the break. Stand by.
Doyle Kelly Dental, a name this area is trusted to bring Fond du Lac smiles for over 50 years. Dr. Kathy Doyle has continued this exceptional care with staff that goes the extra mile to make sure you're comfortable throughout your entire appointment. Dr. Kathy Doyle would like to welcome Dr. Lexi Seitz to her office on Fond du Lac Avenue.
Hello, this is Dr. Lexi Seitz. I am excited to be working alongside Dr. Kathy and the team at Doyle Kelly Dental. I will make your smile my first priority. I'm accepting patients now at fondulacsmiles.com.
Team on top of the game for screen printing, custom awards, signage, and embroidery is Hoppers. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, located in the heart of Fond du Lac, can custom print to 1 shirt or 1,000. Pick from Under Armour, Gildan, Nike, and more. Choose your school for a custom one-of-a-kind look. Need banners, signage, or vehicle wrap? The team at Hoppers does it all. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy at the corner of Main and Merrill, Fond du Lac. Get more now at hopperware.com. That's hopperware.com.
If you dream it, we'll fabricate it. Most countertops will be installed by next week and completed in just 1 day. Visit one of our showrooms in Fond du Lac and Oshkosh to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Primary responsibility of a community bank is to support the community. And as we look to support the community, there are different venues that we can provide support. We donate to one scholarship every year. That's a renewable 4-year scholarship for local students. They have to have some tie to the bank, so they're a client, their parents or their grandparents are a client of the bank. And then we try to tie our other giving and our other donations back to things that mean a lot to our community. The youth sports, right? We support youth sports in all of our communities, sponsoring teams, booster clubs, and then really supporting the schools with some PTO activities where we'll donate to the PTOs as they need. We help sponsor a new playground for one of the schools in Fond du Lac. There's different things that we've done, and I look forward to our ability as we grow to be able to increase that exposure and that opportunity for us to give back to the communities.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go.
Let
Your adventures begin in a new Ecotec V8 Sierra Crew Cab, now with 2.9% 5-year financing, a hefty trade-in bonus, and no payments for 90 days.
Gear up for your journey with Holiday's award-winning team on your side.
We are all looking for adventure.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Automotive Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Hi, my name is Jim Dryfrist. I am one of the owners of Dufresne Moving and Storage. My grandfather started the business in 1931 with horse and wagon, and now we're a fourth-generation company and have everything from Sprinter vans to 53-foot semis. We service the local community for both residential and commercial products.
Hi, my name's Craig. I do the estimating for Dufresne Moving and Storage. I will come into the home, take a look at what you want us to move. We do all 48 states. We also do local, and I will give you the estimate before I leave. Whether it's commercial or residential, you'll have a ballpark idea of what the move will cost. We also offer short-term storage with our storage on truck option. We also have long-term storage with our climate-controlled vault system. One of the unique characteristics of Dufresne is we have a dedicated permanent staff that's willing to go that extra mile for you. Call the office, the girls set me up with an estimate, and I'll be knocking on your door.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson and Gibbs, you're getting more than professional representation. The attorneys at Everson and Gibbs are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005, practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call Everson and Gibbs at 920-922-7113 or go to eversonandgibbs.com.
And welcome back to our very special Radio Plus Prep Football Preview Show, our kickoff show here from the brand new conference room, the brand new remodeling, the 80s or 60s or 70s. They're gone. And we'd like to welcome the Ledgers of St. Mary Springs Academy. Gentlemen, thanks for coming in tonight. How's everybody today?
Good.
Great.
All right. Bob Hyland. Bob, let me shake your hand, sir. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
All right, very good. I'd also like to welcome Max Bauer, the quarterback for the Ledgers. Max gives me a nod. Brendan Giertig, running back linebacker. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right. Jamison Ahern, wide receiver and defensive end.
Yes.
All right.
No, defensive back.
Defensive back, I'm sorry. And Luke Schwartz, offensive tackle and defensive lineman. Good to see you as well.
Good to see you.
All right. So the off-season, Coach, how was it? How's the golf game?
I don't play during the season.
Okay. All right.
No, I play a little bit now. Once we get to school, I don't go to school till later in the day, so I get to play a little bit more. But off-season was great. I really think that this year in particular, we had probably the best percentage of kids in the weight room that we've had in a long time. Okay. It was really a good summer for us. We go 7-on-7 each Tuesday with a couple other schools, and everything went well. We had a lot of kids participating, and so I'm very happy with that part of the game.
What is the weight room program like? Are they required to go every day, every other day? How does it all shake out?
In our numbers, I can't say you can't play if you don't go.
Yeah.
We take roll. And we have a signed schedule for the day, and that Zach Wilderman sets up for each kid, and pretty good participation. Like I said, about 75%. We're in there on a regular basis. The three hours that we ask for the week, and so again, kids are working sometimes on their own because of the job situation and that, but. This is probably one of our best summers of participation.
All right. I have your mic muted so you can kind of bring it over here for Max, who is the quarterback, again, for St. Mary Springs Academy. Max, talk about your off-season. You can bring the mic just a little bit closer there, buddy. All right. So explain the off-season for you and what that kind of shook out like.
It was just a lot of working with the guys, weight room as much as we could, and throwing the ball with routes with JMO and Brendan and some other receivers.
Try to get on the same page, of course, right?
Trying to be on the same page.
Yeah.
And just getting as much repetition in as we can.
Yeah. So what is a challenging part of quarterback for St. Mary Springs Academy?
Just like every other quarterback, you got to know everything. You got to know what everyone has to do on every play. and just being able to help other guys.
Well, without letting too much out, of course, here, but is it going to be the same veer type of offense as we have seen, or is there going to be some different variation? And either one of you can answer.
I think the dinosaur got changed.
The dinosaur changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our coaches proposed some things to me, and I wanted to stay under center and still run some of it, and they said we don't have time to practice both. So we are now in what a lot of people think are the modern age with the shotgun, with the pistol, and so on. So we've scratched quite a bit of the veer option.
Okay.
We won't. In fact, we will not be running it, but we do run some option, and so that's a big change for me in particular in that. And so that's our biggest change this year in the gun.
Have you ran any version of this before, Bob, or has it all been pretty much under center in your time since 1970 at Springs?
It's been under center since 1971.
Okay. All right. And that'll be a challenge because everybody's learning. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Brendan, let's go over to you. So you're going to see some time, of course, at running back here. Your off season, and what do you think a challenge is going to be in the adjustments to this new type of offense?
Well, this off season did a little bit of rehab. Hurt my knee last football season, but in the weight room got the strength back. A lot of people, everyone's stronger. One of the hardest things is just the timing of everything. When to get the handoff, when to get to the blocking assignment, and that's the only challenge with this new offense.
Is it exciting? I mean,
yeah, I like the change.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Luke, how does things change as far as blocking, as far as the line, as far as different schemes there?
Not much has changed as blocking schemes, but it's more of a timing with the running back being and the quarterback already being in the backfield. The handoffs are a lot quicker, so the line has to really get up to their spots and take care of their assignments.
Okay. Jameson, wide out. So talk about that for us and the connection here with the new offense.
Yeah, not a ton has changed for us. A couple new routes, but like Max said earlier, timing, and both of them, timing is the hardest part, and that's what we're working on every day.
You know, you guys open the season, of course, non-conference play, Lake Country and Lutheran coming up next week, Friday here. And you have a scrimmage planned? I think a scrimmage planned coming up on this weekend, Saturday?
No, Friday.
Friday, okay.
We go up to Appleton East. We scrimmage Appleton East, Wisconsin Rapids, and Green Bay, Notre Dame.
What is something you're looking forward to with the first kickoff, with the first game in Lake Country Lutheran on the road? What do you think?
I just want to hit somebody.
That's not having a blue or white shirt on.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
finally being able to just go live and not hit your own guys. That's the most exciting part for me.
Yeah. What do you think?
Being able to set the tone early in our season and come out with a win and set ourselves up for a good regular season.
You guys have grown up watching St. Mary Springs football. You've been watching a very good football program, and it has been like that for a number of years. Okay, so what are your thoughts on that piece of history? Is there more pressure, or is it we're just going to go play our game and we're going to see how this thing shakes out?
There's definitely a little bit more pressure, but we're out here to have fun and still win games. But
right,
I feel like the pressure is always going to be there no matter what, just because of how Coach has handled the football program the past 50 years. But I think with this new offense, I think it kind of takes a little bit of pressure out, and I think it's built more around the team that we have this year. And I think a lot of guys are going to be able to do a lot more than they have in previous years.
I totally agree with what Luke said there. It's just already being seniors now, kind of like we were just watching on Friday nights a couple years ago, feels like, but now it's our last year together, so hopefully make it a good one.
Max, you can slide the microphone over to you there and answer the question if you could.
I think there's a little bit of pressure, but kind of like what Luke said, is this offense fits our team very well.
Yeah.
We have a lot of speed guys, and this kind of fits that, so I think it'll be a lot of fun.
5 starters back, Coach, both sides of the ball, replacing quarterback, replacing running back, and wide receiver, but it seems like the ledgers just reload every year. Your thoughts on that?
Well, a lot of times you say 5 starters, But there are a lot of kids that rotated in there, got a lot of playing time. So we've got, and some of them started on one side, and now they're starting on both sides. So it's misleading. I don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
We just have kids that are stepping up every year, and got to coach them. Got to coach them up.
Coming up, what we're going to do is we are going to ask if people have a question for any ledger. If they have a question for any one of you guys, we got the chat open here, so we'll be monitoring that. If anybody's got a question publicly to ask, you can please do that here. Part of our Radio Plus Sports Prep video preview show here. I'm going to bring up our next slide here. And I want to talk to Coach specifically here. And as you take a look, Bob, here at these numbers, and I know when it's all said and done that you'll probably reflect more and more on what you've done and the great things that you've done in the football realm of things. But the most wins in state history, you got that against Lamira last year, number 500, excuse me, on that night here. What sticks out on the screen?
I'm old. 53rd season, yeah. But the thing that most people, when I look at that, there's only one thing that I really look at. It's the 1-15-2.
Your first two seasons.
First
at
two
Springs.
seasons. Yeah. I always go back to that to remind me of where we came, where we started, and where we came from. So, yeah, I'm very proud of what we've done, but it hasn't, it never wins another game. But you work hard for what comes up. But I always go back, and these kids have heard me say that my codes for almost everything at school and so on is 1-15-2. 1 win, 15 losses, 2 ties. That's what we did the first 2 years. And so when you look at 115 losses, 15 of those came in the first 2 years. We weren't very good.
Right. Most state championships in the WIAA with 9. You combine that with your titles from the private league before that dissolved, and they all became one within the WIAA, and it certainly has been a fun run, man. It certainly has been, and the whole Fond du Lac community says thank you for a great run here. So, 54, Brody Highland, your grandson. We want to get there, and then I know that you've been asked before, but
that's the plan. Right now, I've made a decision that after next year, I said a long time ago, Rob moved back to town. I thought we could, if he started help the coaching, that I'd see his kids through, and that would be the end of it. And I do not want to say I'm going to walk away 100%. Hopefully Zach Wilderman takes over, and I might help him out in some way.
Okay, all right. So let's tee this thing up now for the Coach's Corner, and let's see if you guys want to ask a question, a clean question to Coach. Remember, you got practice tomorrow, right? So, let's take a look here, and let's see if anything pops into mind.
No, Schwartz, you're not going to try quarterback.
Yeah, I got a question. Late in the year last year, started missing some practice and the game. Are you going to make it through all the games this year?
God only knows. I've missed 2 games in 52 years. One was against Mayville many years ago when I was getting stuff ready in the locker room, and I couldn't walk from the coach's room there, and I ended up in the hospital with pneumonia, and that's the same thing that happened this last year with the game up at North, the second, yeah, and that was a cold, rainy, and I had a cold in that, and I'm very susceptible to pneumonia. I got it. There's no way I could have, if there was any way I would have.
Right.
But yeah, God only knows.
All right. Anything else, guys?
I got one.
Okay.
What do you think our biggest strong point is for this coming season?
I think we have a couple. We got good speed, and I think the system on offense that we're trying to run, will help us. We don't have the linemen that can just butt heads and blow people off the line of scrimmage. One of the reasons we went to what it was is because we've seen more and more 8 and 9 man people in the box, and right now with what we have, there isn't going to be that. Maximum of 8, 7, 8 is all. So that opens up some areas. We're going to have sometimes 4 wideouts. Most of the time 4 wideouts.
Yeah.
And so it opens up lanes. So that's probably one of the biggest things that I look at what we're doing.
St. Mary Springs Academy, their schedule includes a road game at Lake Country Lutheran, then Edgewood at home, then kicking off the flyway season against Amro on Friday, September the 1st. All right, well, thanks, guys, for coming in. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bob Highland for St. Mary Springs Academy, Max Bauer, quarterback, Brendan Gertig, running back, Jamison Ahern, wide receiver, and Luke Schwartz playing on the lines. Gentlemen, have a great season, and we'll see you on the video streams, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, yes, you bet. This has been our Radio Plus Video Sports production here, thanks to the Web Insurance Group. What we're going to do is take a timeout. We'll come back with a fellow flyweight conference foe, Laconia. That's on the way next on Radio Plus Video Sports.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Hey, I'm Jeff Cornelli. I'm the owner of Tavern on the Avenue, Bob's on the Avenue, Just Love Coffee on the Avenue. Just Love Coffee is a franchise out of Nashville, Tennessee. We actually interviewed 30 different people, and these people are above and beyond better than anybody else. 90% of the money that is made in the coffee shop is donated to charities. There's nothing in Fond du Lac like this business. It's very upscale, it's family oriented. We got kids games, the kids can play their games, the families can come here at birthday parties and have coffee at the same time.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
Hey, Fond du Lac's best-kept secret is no more. Operation Best Chicken and Friday Fish from a C-Store is out. Pioneer Pit Stop. Yes, Pioneer Pit Stop has some of the best takeout in town. The best part? No reservations needed. No need to drive halfway across the country. No special dress code, other than you need to be dressed. You're in and out with piping hot chicken or fish that you thought came from a supper club. Of course, fuel, beer, liquor, ice, snacks, groceries, and tons of other things we all need are always in stock. Pioneer Pit Stop, 20 East Pioneer Road across from Tucker's on South Main Street. It's Fishlicious.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac. Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Holiday Automotive is a proud supporter of youth sports in Fond du Lac. Growing up here, I always knew of Holiday. It's where we got our cars. Now I can see the impact that Holiday's success and generosity have on the community. It's special. What you drive and where you get it matters. I'm Wisconsin running back Braylon Allen, and I drive a Chevy from Holiday. Put your trust in Team Holiday and discover the difference. It's worth the trip.
Welcome back to High School Video Sports. It's on RadioPlusInfo.com, and we'd like to welcome you again back to the program here with the Leb Insurance Group, our proud sponsor of today's show. Again, thanks to Mike Leb and Sarah Leb and Company at the Leb Insurance Group. We've got a whole list of wonderful sponsors we'll mention toward the end of our video stream here tonight. We've got just a great group that has jumped on board with us to bring you high school video sports. We're out and about every Friday, every week. You can go to our website, RadioPlusInfo.com, and check out where we'll be near a community toward you. Okay, we'd like to welcome Laconia with us in studio. Let me shake Coach Joe's hand. Coach Joe Ledley. Coach, thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's a great opportunity. We appreciate being here.
Keaton Grotti and Sawyer Schultes. Guys, how are you?
Good.
Doing good.
Nervous?
I think we're right.
No, everything's fine. I'd like to start with this question just to kind of recircle the horse here a little bit and talk about the off season. Let's talk about the beginning here and the first week or two of practice.
Okay. We started officially practice on August the 1st, which is the first day the WIA officially lets us start practice. So we started. We had to go through the routine about helmets only, and then progress into the helmets and shoulder pads and girdles, and now we're into the full pads. So the first couple weeks are always interesting as you install things and you have new kids that are coming into new roles and new opportunities and that. So it's great to start. We look forward to the season. We've got a scrimmage coming up on Friday. Guys have been working hard. It's tough in the summertime. We start again August 1st, and a lot of these guys are still working. So literally they're coming from their jobs where they've worked 8 hours a day, and they're coming in and we're asking them to practice for 2 hours and go hard physically and at the same time focus mentally. So I don't think these guys fully appreciate how much I appreciate what they do when they come. May get after them a little bit, but understanding the fact that they have worked all day, and we're just trying to get them to get on board for a couple hours with us.
Made the playoffs last year. Got a playoff win over Watoma.
Yes, we did.
Year.
Yeah, it was very exciting. Kind of a relatively new experience for our school. I mean, we got in the playoffs and won the first game, got to play the second round, so it was a lot of fun for the guys. Great opportunity. We were able to get some sponsors, and we took the coach bus down to Broadhead, Judah for our second round game, and so I hope that it's memories that they'll have for the rest of their life. I know for me personally it was.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was a lot of fun.
Let's turn things over to the players here for a couple of questions, guys. The off-season weight room, summer program. Do you guys play other sports in the winter, in the spring to lead you into the fall here?
We're both 3-sport athletes.
Yeah, you got to be in a school size like we do have in Laconia, right?
Yeah, we're both always busy.
Yeah. So the off-season, how was it?
Off-season, good.
Busy?
Yeah, we were both playing baseball this past summer and spring. I was doing a little bit of basketball.
Sure.
And we had our contact days that we also had right away in the beginning of summer.
Sure.
Always had something every day. Either it was baseball, basketball, or football. We were always doing something.
Yeah. Explain your positions on the team.
Well, I think we're both pretty big leaders on the team. And, obviously, as me being quarterback, I think, especially being a senior this year, we're going to have to step up, show some leadership. We lost a lot of seniors last year, some big seniors, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you said, we lost, I think 10 starting seniors on offense, 9 on defense. So we've got a whole new team working with this year. So leadership is a huge thing, especially with us being some of the only juniors that played last year. There was a lot of other guys that played that were juniors too, but us being some of the main guys out on the field, we had to step up our roles and kind of make everyone else feel welcome and, make sure guys are in the right spots and stuff like that.
When I see Laconia play, I see physicality. I see run first, right? And I see big bodies up front for the guys to go through, right? Is that the case this year, Coach?
We will try to run the ball. Yes, that's always going to be part of the game. Our kids are physical. They like to hit. They like to play hard. We do need to run the ball, and then hopefully we can play action pass off of that, and maybe some short game pass, and sprinkle in a couple of deep balls once in a while like that. But that philosophy is
Keep
pretty
honest.
much, that philosophy is just going to stay the same.
Yeah. Offensive line, do we have experience coming back? You mentioned you lost a lot to graduation this year, but how are we looking offensively? Up front?
Offensive line, basically, we have some great opportunities for kids. We have one returning starter. Correct me if I'm wrong. Matt Leonard started for us last year in the O-line, and aside from that, I don't think we had any others. So we're looking at some sophomores. Owen Leonard would be one that would be another opportunity. Ben Steffes will be one. Noah Larson will be one. A senior that's coming out for the first time in a few years. Cooper Schultz will be out. So we've got some bodies. It's just a matter of getting them enough reps, getting them enough, reps at it with the different teams that we're going to see so that they can get their footwork down, get their assignments down, and hopefully we'll start to gel here real soon.
Going into a scrimmage coming up on Friday, what do you hope to accomplish in that scrimmage, and who do you play?
We actually have Howard's Grove coming to our place. We were there last year, so they're coming to our place, so we like the fact that we don't have to travel.
Right.
Utmost and number one, we want to come out of the scrimmage healthy. I know that's a coaching cliche, but it's very true. We want to come out of it healthy. We want to see our guys that we feel are going to be playing get reps and be successful and be able to move the ball a little bit, sustain some drives. If we can score some touchdowns, that'd be great. That's kind of the icing on top of the cake, but at the same time, just be able to execute, move the ball, protect the football, don't turn it over. Some of those kind of, again, all coaching cliches, but those are the basic things that we want to see when we play on Friday.
Keaton, Sawyer, your thoughts on the scrimmage, your thoughts on the first couple of weeks of the season?
Yeah, I think we'll see what all plays out and see who fits where and what we need to work on and, what we have already accomplished on the team and see where everybody needs to move around. So.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. We've got, 11 great guys on offense right now, and running against a mock defense is one thing, but running against a team that knows their own offense and runs it consistently is a completely different thing. So being able to see what we're going up against and how it all plays out is going to be a huge factor in what's going on in the next couple of weeks.
Physicality is big in the Wisconsin Flyweight Conference too, Coach, with Mayville and Winnebago Lutheran Academy and Springs and Campbell Sport. How do you see the conference kind of shaking here? What do you think?
It's a great conference, extremely difficult, extremely tough. You mentioned them. You start with Springs and Mayville. I think Mayville actually has been in the state championship game the last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, and Springs is pretty much there every other year. So it's a great conference, very competitive. We got to be ready to play, and we have to be able to control the things that we can control. Preventing turnovers, protecting the football, not giving up the big play. Some of the things that we can control, then you have a chance. If you are turning the ball over, you're giving up big plays, it really cuts down on your opportunities to be successful against these teams. So we have to be good. We know there's good teams, but at the same time, we're going to accept the challenge. We'll show up on Fridays and do the very best that we can.
If you do have a question for Laconia, you can jump aboard our chat, which is open right now, and you can log onto our website, of course, and just click on the chat button, and you can ask the coach or you can ask the players a question if you choose to do so. And taking a look at your season, have Watoma at Markesan at Lamira, beautiful complex over at Lamira with that turf to play on.
Yeah, it's a great. I coached Division III college football for a lot of years, and when I first saw Lamira, there are some Division III colleges that don't have a nice facility as Lamira does. Yeah. It's beautiful.
You guys enjoy playing on turf, or do you like the real grass like you have at Rosendale?
Used to the grass, but everything's faster on turf.
Yeah, I like the grass. Them turf burn don't feel good.
Yeah. Let's talk defense here for a moment and go defensively and some of your goals in structure-wise, what you want to do defensively.
Well, I think number one, we want to put 11 guys on the field and hopefully have them aligned where they're supposed to be, know what their assignments are. We don't want to give up the big plays. We want to try to get some turnovers, try to get some stops so that we get the 3 and outs and go ahead and make a difference from a field position. I think the one thing that we have a second-team all-conference kicker, Ethan Van Beek. He'll be a sophomore this year. He's kicking the ball extremely well. We're going to ask him to punt this year as well, so that we hope to be able to use him as a weapon, not only help us to score, but also to help to pin defense. The opponent's offense is deep, so that gives our defense a long field to have to protect.
A question coming in for Sawyer. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Must be your mom.
Want to know how he prepared for his current season?
Well, playing different sports keeps you in shape all year round. I mean, I thought I was in good shape when I started football this year, but
Coach had a different plan.
Yeah, Coach had a different plan for me. But weight room's always a big thing. Getting in the weight room, making sure that you're at your peak physical, performance is probably the best thing you can possibly be. There's nothing you could really do on the off season for football. I mean, there's 7-on-7s and stuff, but football's probably the only sport where you can't practice by yourself. So being in that best physical condition you possibly can be is number one thing.
All three of you can answer this. That's fine. As you take a look at the teams representing the Wisconsin Flyweight Conference on the board here, I know you don't want to look past your opponent. You want to go week by week, of course. But is there a team that sticks out that it's like, I'm really looking forward to this matchup, or I want to see where we measure up against blank, and you fill in the blank? Something pop out.
I think between WLA and Lamira has that big quarterback that has averaged a lot of rushing yards the last couple of years now. I feel like being able to see where our run game on our defensive end is going to be a huge factor against Lamira. And then WLA is just always a tough matchup. It's always a dogfight. So I think those two are the best matchups.
Keaton?
Yeah, I think WLA has always been a good matchup for us, especially last year. And we seem to always have a really good matchup against Amro. We always seem to be going back and forth with each other. Same thing, WLA always went back and forth just like last year. So.
We've come to the time where we can corner the coach. So I've asked the other representatives here for Fondy, for Springs, and now you. And we're asking you to ask the coach any question you want. Remember, you do have practice tomorrow, number one. And number two, he probably has something to say conditioning-wise if something happens here tonight, right?
No, they're free to ask me any question they want.
Okay, keep it clean. All right, so you guys go ahead if you got one.
You got one?
I'm trying to think. I really want to ask one, but I don't want to get in trouble.
So in the past, we've really been a run-heavy team, like run, and pass every once in a while. Are we still planning on run, and pass every once in a while? Are we mixing in more passing this year?
My plan is to always run the ball. I like, as much as I love throwing the ball. Keaton tested me. Actually, I think last year we had the Powder Puff game, and he said something to me about always wanting to throw the ball. So we're going to try to run the ball, but we are going to throw the ball. We want to try to throw the ball, keep teams a little bit more off balance. Hopefully, we'll be able to throw it a little bit more than we did last year. So we're going to run, but at the same time, play action pass, short passing game. Maybe hit some of those long ones like we've been working on, see what happens.
All right.
Good question.
Thank you. Gentlemen, any other questions? You good? All right. Again, we're talking here today with Joe Ledley and his players Keaton Grotti and Sawyer Schultes. They're from Laconia, and they're part of our Radio Plus Video Sports High School Prep Preview Kickoff Show here on RadioPlusInfo.com. I'd like to thank Kerry Longbry. He's our video producer, and Big Nate, one of our camera operators here tonight in putting on this Radio Plus Sports video production. I'd like to shake your hand. Coach, best of luck this season, okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks, Keaton. Have a good season. Sawyer, we'll see you on the field, okay, buddy?
See you later.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back with Winnebago Lutheran Academy. That's on the way next on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Pino Buildings offers a complete turnkey service package, starting with design and engineering and ending with high-quality post-framed buildings. Their ability to offer unique, flexible designs and distinctive solutions for their customers differentiates Pino Builders from the competition. Pino Buildings specializes in commercial, agricultural, residential, personal shop, mini storage, and everything in between. Call them at 920-922-7010. That's 920-922-7010. And turn your vision into reality.
You're inspired to achieve your goals at a college that meets your needs as a transfer student. Marian University is transfer friendly, making it easy for students to earn their degree in the traditional undergraduate programs offered in on-ground and online learning formats. Students transferring to Marian find personal assistance in transferring credits, finding financial aid, and engaging in the Marian community. Marian University, education with purpose. Apply today at www.marianuniversity.edu/apply.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, come on, show me. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Come here. Come on.
Jackson, are you going to come over here?
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit bakercheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Real memories deserve real cameras.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
Welcome back, everybody, to High School Video Sports. This is our Radio Plus Sports Prep Football Preview show here tonight. I'd like to thank you for being along here as we talk with area teams. We've had Fond du Lac in the conference room. We've had Springs in the conference room, Laconia in the room, and now we welcome the Vikings of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Guys, thanks for being here. How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you bet. Coach Kevin Lair with us here. Coach, always a pleasure. Again, thank you. Thank you for the time here. I'd also like to welcome from Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Sam Lair, Oscar Bloom, and Chop Simmons. So, guys, again, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Not only do we get to showcase our area teams, we also get to showcase our remodeling that we've been doing for the last 6, 7, 8 months. It seems more longer than that, but
It looks sharp. Looks good in here.
Yeah, we've got Mayville outside waiting in the wings in our conference area, getting pampered by my son Henry out there, who's 8, probably watching his tablet and giving him some water here. But again, it's a privilege and honor to do this for the community, and we kind of like to get to know the teams here before you take the field for real next week Friday. Have a scrimmage this Friday, but I want to start with the off season, how things were, how the Vikings program is, and Coach, I'll start with you, okay?
Sure. Yeah, I thought our off season went really well. Coach Jacobs came in to our program about a year ago. He's a WA grad, and he actually took over our weight program, and it's been fabulous. The boys respect him, a little closer age respect him, and he's run the weight room has been by far the best I've seen since I've been involved. So it's been a real good summer.
So within the weight room, do you monitor weekly? Do you ask them to lift daily, every other day? How does the schedule kind of shake out?
In the summer, I think we lifted 4 days a week, and now during camp we're down to 3 days a week. But yeah, it's the participation was fabulous. We had good senior leadership. We have 10 seniors this year, and they led by example. So it went really well. Very proud of them.
All right, let's start with Sam. Your off-season program, buddy. How does it shake out?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I would say even ever since we ended the season last year, we were right in the weight room the next day, and then it's been 4 days a week since then. And
sure,
we run some captains practices and 7-on-7, and
sure,
yeah, it's been fun.
You guys play other sports besides football, of course.
Yeah.
Right. Talk about that for us.
Yeah, I play basketball and baseball too. So. You try to do all three, and see it's fun. It's fun.
I did the same thing in high school. See how it shakes out. Chop, I see you on the court all the time, buddy. What else do you play?
I play basketball, and I do track and field.
Okay. All right.
I wrestle, and I do track and field as well.
All right. So that keeps you busy, of course, during the off season.
Of course.
How was the off season other than the sports? Everything okay? You guys in the weight room, of course, and training and looking forward to the season, right?
Yeah, the only bad thing is probably the music. Bad taste in music, but a lot of guys there.
At the radio station or in the weight room?
Oh, no, the aux.
Oh, good deal. All right. So you fast forward to this year, Coach, and you look at this year's team and losing some experience, welcoming 8 back on both sides of the ball. How is that going to play, do you think?
Well, we're hoping it plays out well. We have like I said, 10 seniors, a lot of experience. Some of these guys have been starting since their freshman season. We've had low numbers. Last year we only had 3 seniors. So most of these guys played just about every snap the last few years. A lot of our guys did. So we're hoping it pays off this year. I mean, it's put a lot of time in. We haven't changed much of the system, so hopefully it all pans out.
When I see Winnebago Lutheran Academy play, I see physicality, I see running the football, and I see big guys up front. Mm-hmm. Is that the case?
Yeah, for sure. We're our running game's going to lead us this year. Offensive line, we're going to be starting 5 seniors on offensive line.
Yeah.
That don't happen too much at WLA for sure. So we're excited about that. I mean, we're definitely senior led this year. Both our running backs are seniors, quarterback senior, our main target on outside is a senior. Gensler's been starting since freshman year also. So, no, it's going to be a mixture, but it's going to start with a run game for sure.
Talk about the running game, if you guys could, and anybody can answer this, and you're most looking forward to the running game.
I'd say just pounding the ball down everybody's throats. I feel like we got the guys up front to do it, and our running backs they're good. So we're hoping that they find an open lane, and line just has to block for them.
Let's go around and name your positions on the field, and offensively, defensively, if you go both ways, and shake it out for us a little bit.
Oh yeah, I play quarterback and safety.
Okay.
I play offensive line and linebacker.
Okay.
I play offensive and defensive line.
All right, very good. Quarterback, what's a challenge? What are you looking forward to this year? Let's go there.
Well, at WA we're always a hard running team, and we're very confident in our run game, but with the seniors we have up front, we're also very confident in our pass game, so I like trying to read the defense and hopefully get the defense a little bamboozled.
Yeah, all right.
At an offense line standpoint, I mean, there's three of us me, Oscar, Sebi, we all three have been playing the line for the past 4 years. So is Alec and Vince. So we know what our job is. We just got to execute it.
Yeah. All right, Oscar, what do you think?
Just comes down to execution.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. What is a challenge offensively, do you think, coming into the season? Is it the key skill guys that you lose from last year coming back, or what is it, Coach? What do you think?
Well, I honestly think it's more just perfecting, as juniors last year, they learned some of it, now we're trying to perfect it, not add too much new, just perfect what we do. And honestly, I'm hoping if we kind of perfect what we do, we can run our game. We can pass the ball off the run and, lock down the run game, be able to throw the ball off the run, with the speed and the weapons we have on the outside and our second-year quarterback. That's my feeling anyway. Just perfect what we got to do. That's the key. So,
did you guys grow up watching different sports at Winnebago Lutheran Academy, going to the games with your parents or your grandparents, and kind of watching some good athletes play at the school?
Yeah, I'd always go to the football and the basketball games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I was always like a ball boy for the football team, and I had an older cousin that played.
I've been doing games for the company here for a lot of years, and some of my favorite memories of doing games, the Amaral comeback sticks out in my mind. You guys laugh at that. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. We talk about that. I mean, it comes up every year. I always say 30 years from now, they'll probably be sitting having a beverage.
Down by 18 or 20?
Down by 18 with 4.5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing Coach Zahn running down the sideline, and I think he got about a foot off the ground. He was jumping. It was a pretty exciting game. We're down by 18 with 4.5 minutes to go, and we ended up, I don't remember what the final, 26-18 or something like that. But a lot of fun. Pretty neat memory to have.
Watching some of these key guys for the Vikings, Mitch McFarland comes to mind. Ethan Cole, right, comes to mind.
Yep.
Donovan Schwartz comes to mind. Those are athletes, and those are good players. So do you refer back to that at all, Coach? I mean, I know each one their own here, but
we do at a point, and what's really helped us out, I think, this year too. Last year we got Eric Schmitz is helping us coach, Ryan Jacobs, Grant Mankey, some of the big name WLA players in the last 4 to 5 years, and they bring back that Aurora a little bit, and again, they can relate to the boys. And I say too that at that age, they can bring the energy. Us old guys, to drum up the energy once in a while, it's not the easiest thing to do. And I'm sure these guys can attest to it. Having those guys around is a lot of fun. They know what they're talking about, and it's really been a benefit to our program.
Mm-hmm. What's a game on the schedule that you guys are looking forward to? You don't want to, let me get to the schedule, there we go, or the teams, I should say, but you don't want to look past anybody, right. One game at a time, but is there something that kind of sticks out that you get up for more than somebody else?
I'm going to say the typical answer, Springs. I mean, they're a crosstown rival. I mean, in my experience at WLA, we've never beat them in football. So this year, I think we got them. So we just got to put the pieces together against them. So, I mean, we've stuck with them through the first quarter of all games, then just fall apart. But I think this year, if we just stick to our game plan, we have them last game of the regular season, so it'd be nice to go beat them.
Yeah, Sam.
I guess that's the obvious answer, but that's not till the end of the season, so I don't know. I'm not really thinking too far past Kettle Moraine right now.
Yeah, you got Kettle Moraine coming up here as we flipped your schedule, and you mentioned Springs toward the end of the season here. You've got Chilton, non-conference play, Coach. You open up conference play at Ray Dunn in Mayville.
Yep, yeah, we do. Yeah, so obviously Mayville's been the cream of the crop with Springs the last few years, so it's going to be a tough challenge for us, to go in there. We're looking forward to it. We feel we're hopefully we're up for the challenge, but we know it's going to be definitely a tough challenge. Well-coached team, and bring back probably the best linemen in the league, and a lot of weapons. They did lose a lot, but they also have a lot, so it's going to be a tough way to start out the flyway. And the flyway is tough to begin with. I believe, enrollment-wise, flyway is one of the toughest conferences around. And all summer I've been here, and I don't know how you guys do it week in and week out. in that conference playing the team to do. So
Mhm.
looking forward to it.
You got Lamira, you got a road game at Campbellsport, a tough place to play always. You got Laconia at home at Omro, another tough place to play, as we know.
Yep.
North Fond du Lac, and then Springs here. So,
yep.
Numbers wise, the program, the energy, is it good?
It is. It is. I mean, last year we had 3 seniors. This year we only have 3 juniors, but the total number in our program is the highest it's been since I've been involved. So I'm excited about that. You know, we have good numbers in our junior program, and we have some good coaches down there. So it's building. You know, at WLA it's not a large school, and we have a really good soccer program. So it's tough to compete against that sometimes. So, but it's all good. You know, and I think there's good energy in the football program. We got a good freshman class that come in here too. So yeah, things are looking up.
We're talking here today, part of our Radio Plus football prep preview kickoff show with Winnebago Lutheran Academy, and with us is Sam Layer, Oscar Bloom, and Chop Simmons, along with the Vikings head coach in Kevin Layer. This program tonight presented by the Leb Insurance Group. Again, special thanks to that wonderful sponsor. We're going to open up the chat line here. If you do have a question for a players, plural, or the coach, you can chime in here. We got the chat line open, and we invite you to please chime in here and ask a question. We'll be keeping an eye and ear on that as we kind of wrap up our segment here together. We do have Mayville standing by, so we'll welcome Scott Hilburn Company in just a couple of moments here. But guys, do you want to ask Coach any questions here as we put Coach Layer
you sure you want to do that?
We'll put him on the hot seat here.
Yeah.
The coach's corner. Anything stick out, guys?
I got nothing.
Chop, you got something.
Come on, boys. You got something.
Oscar?
He's got something.
The gears are turning.
I don't know. Just right now, on the top of my head is bus snacks after road wins right now.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Wow, we call them bus snacks. The parents, feed the boys after the games, and it's known as bus snacks, and it's a big deal who does it. And we have fun with that.
Okay.
So.
The Radio Plus video crew needs to do road snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Kerry Longer is going to shake his head and thumbs up. There you go, buddy. All right, for road games here, but and it's such a cool part. I mean, you guys really look forward to Friday nights. I know when I played football, and it would be Thursday after practice. Kind of, I don't have a lighter practice on Thursdays.
Yep.
Then you get to Fridays where you game jersey at school and get everything going there and dialed in there, and then you just can't wait till Friday night.
Yeah.
Right.
Friday Night Lights. That's what we talk about a lot. That's a lot of fun. It's great high school memories.
What does it mean to you being a team leader and a senior quarterback? That is for Sam.
Well,
tough one.
It wasn't me. That just popped in.
I don't know. I would say, well, obviously having Ethan Cole in front of me the past couple of years, I got to learn from a good leader. And then last year as a junior, I got to step into that role. And I feel confident because I have, all my buddies around me too. I got a lot of friends that play football, and they all have my back. So I don't really worry about much. And I know they're going to do their job. And I know they're confident in me that I'll do mine.
Just go do your thing, right?
Yep.
All right. And anybody else want to jump in as being one of the leaders of the team?
I'd say it's an important role, but there's so much we can do as a leader. We know the kids will follow us because as I remember as freshmen and sophomores, we always looked up to those older guys like Ethan Cole, Tyson Lofton, all those guys. They just led by example, and that's what we're just trying to bring for the program below us.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we'd like to wrap up here by thanking you for joining us here tonight, and we look forward to having some of the Vikings games on our video platform, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you very much for having us.
Yeah,
Very
Coach.
much enjoyed it.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Coach Kevin Layer, thank you, sir. All right, and Sam Layer, Oscar Bloom, and Chop Simmons. There we go, guys. Thank you so much. All
Thank
right.
you.
All right, that's Winnebago Lutheran Academy. We are going to pause for another timeout. When we come back, a fellow conference foe and friend,
Yes, full
Mayville
friend, yeah.
is on the way. Scott Hilberson next, and company. Stand by.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your a personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. With access to hundreds of floor plans, they start by getting to know you and your unique needs. Then, with budget, layout, and family in mind, Smith Builders design partners will hand select the best options, customizing them to fit your precise needs. The process continues in their showroom and partner galleries, where you're guided through the products and fixtures on display, customizing each selection in your new home. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops, with most installed by next week and completed in just one day. And because we fabricate our countertops in-house, you can buy direct and save money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Here we go!
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 976 East Johnson Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 68 North Main Street. And Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense.
Since the beginning, your curious mind and imagination have guided you, where tools and technology helped you discover the world. At Moraine Park Technical College, you will train on industry-leading machines blended with hands-on learning. World-class instructors will help you shape and design your future in manufacturing. Homegrown, life-ready. Moraine Park Technical College.
I'd like to welcome you back to our high school video production here on Radio Plus Video Sports. It's our prep football preview kickoff show here, presented again by Radio Plus Sports. Kerry Longery, our video producer, Big Nate, running camera back there. Again, thank you for watching. We kicked the show off a little bit before 7 o'clock here. We've had the Fond du Lac Cardinals on the program. We've had St. Mary Springs Academy, Laconia, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, and now we'd like to welcome the Mayville Cardinals with us here. Coach Scott Hilmer. Let me shake your hand, Coach. Thanks for being here.
Our pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you bet. And I also like to welcome some of his players here, some of the leaders of the Mayville Cardinals. And on offensive and defensive line, Cole Legas. Running back and linebacker is Peyton Borchert. And quarterback and defensive back is Cohen Rademan. So thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for making the trip up. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Like
Not
to
a problem. Thank you.
Show off our new conference area, new media center here. So, yeah. So,
nice place.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's remodeling here. So, could have used your boys to knock some walls out maybe during the off season. But
we like to build things with them, not tear things.
Yes, very good. Yeah. Let's talk about the off season, Coach. How was it? How are things? How was the Mayville program looking?
Good. I thought we had a good summer. I think the boys really rallied together and did the things that we asked them to do to get themselves prepared for the season. Feel the attitude and the effort's really positive. Everyone's kind of having a good time together, so we're optimistic about the season. We have a lot of work to do, to try to figure some things out for ourselves, but we're enjoying each other.
You guys play other sports besides football, and if you do, if you could just go down the line and explain what you do.
Yeah, I compete in wrestling in the winter and baseball in the spring.
Okay.
Just baseball for me in the spring.
Okay.
And I play basketball in the winter and baseball in the spring as well.
All right, so we've got some multi-sport athletes here to keep conditioned
For sure. That's the way we like it. That's the way we like it.
Yeah.
Keep that competitive, drive going. Always stay active and stay in the game.
Yeah. So as you look at Mayville's program as a whole, and you've been to state for 2 consecutive years, just got to get over the Aquinas hump here, but in the last couple of years here, do you refer back to that, Coach, at all, or is this a clean slate, clean season, let's go?
Absolutely, we refer back to it. That's part of our culture. And the only thing we can't take from last year is the victories and the 13 seniors that we had. Everything else, the tradition, the belief in our system, the belief that we can do it, we take all of that, and that comes from our past. We have it right here in our head, tradition. We value it, we embrace it, and I think that does a lot for us.
Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, Aquinas, that's obviously in the back of my mind all the time. A silver ball, I'm not really looking to take home another one of those, but a trip back to Madison would be ideal to end my senior season.
Yeah, that'd be cool, but back to back to back, and the ultimate goal, of course. But checking things off as you go along here, and the first battle is a scrimmage coming up on Friday, right? That's the first check mark on the list here. Coach, talk about that.
Absolutely. We're excited to welcome Lake Country Lutheran. That's one of those programs that we kind of had, pinned down 3 years ago as a team that we would likely see every year in the playoffs because they're in our area. Very good program, a couple state titles. We played them a level 2 a couple years ago on our quest to state. We played a remarkable game that day. So that's a good hurdle, and we're excited to have them come, and we're also going to see Brookfield Academy as well, who we also saw in the playoffs a couple years ago, and we see every year. So we're going to get a lot of diversity. We're going to see some spread offense. We're going to see some option. We're going to see some power, and that's great for our defense, and a lot of good athletes on the field. So we're excited for the challenge.
Graduate from last year, Blake Schroffnagel, of course. A tremendous player, a tremendous talent.
Tremendous kid.
Yeah.
Everything.
Addison Middlestead graduate from last year. Bushke.
A lot of production.
As well?
Yep.
Yeah. So how do you hope to kind of put different guys in positions to be successful in that regard?
Start with Blake. You're not going to replace Blake with one guy. I mean, you're just not gonna. I mean, he's and that's not a rip on anyone. Everyone just has to understand we're not gonna run the offense the same way we ran the last couple of years, and we ran through Blake quite a bit. What we do have coming back is I actually really like our stable of running backs. I think we have more depth at the running back position than we've had at Mayville since I've been here. Maybe some of the best depth I've ever had at running back through all 3 of my head coaching stints. Which says quite a bit because we've had some pretty good backs throughout my career. So I'm really excited about that. For us, we just got to kind of find our own identity, how we're going to do things. We're fortunate to have, I believe, a pretty good defense that will allow us time to evolve, and hopefully we can win some victories in our opportunity to do that. So we're excited, for the challenge and to look a little different and be more diverse and have more irons in the fire. And then those other 2 guys you mentioned, I mean, Brad, that athleticism is pretty crazy on the outside. But again, even at receiver, I like the multiple options that we have, and we're excited about that. And then Addison as a quarterback, he was, as far as I'm concerned, he was my leader the last couple of years of that team. He was the cool and the calm that we needed during times of intense adversity, and we're going to be looking for that guy to kind of be our leader. And when we're in those situations, who's going to lead us through? And right now, we have some pretty good options at quarterback, and we're trying to figure out which direction we're going to roll yet.
Peyton, very nice running back compliment, of course, to what happened last year and Blake Trofnagle. What if anything, did you take away from that piece of it, knowing that, I'm going to get my time now, and here we go. What did you look for in Blake that you can take with you to your game, too?
Yes, I was always asking him questions last year. It's like what he does to prepare for the game, what steps he takes, like to the ball, the quickest path to the hole, and the cuts he makes are like insane. But I think the biggest thing I took away from him was just be calm. Don't be too quick to get through a hole. Wait for the hole to open itself.
Yeah.
But
up front, Cole, you see that, right? You're the one making said holes, right?
Yeah.
So talk about the offensive line chemistry here, and talk about what you're going to see.
Yeah, so last year, we had a pretty big offensive line, and we had a lot of guys that had played for a long time. And then this year, we lose 3 seniors on the offensive line, but we bring back 2 starters and some other guys who had experience deep in the playoffs when we had guys go down. So I think we'll have a pretty aggressive offensive line, but we just got to get guys to figure out the playbook and do everything fast and tenacious, and we should be solid.
Won conference last year.
Yep.
Split 2 years ago with Campbell Sport and Springs. Everybody kind of beat each other up.
Correct.
Quite a bit. Is that the ultimate goal, Coach, coming into conference play?
Yeah, absolutely. We told the guys at the beginning of the year, talent-wise, I don't believe that we have any limits in terms of what our goal expectations are going to be. We can set our goals as high as we want. What we don't currently have is the ability. We have some gelling, and that has nothing to do with the personnel. That has to do with experience. Mm-hmm. Last year, we kind of hit the ground running, and by our first game of the year, we were at midseason form. We're not going to be that way this year. It's going to take some time. I believe we have the talent. I believe we have the skill. I believe we have the desire. It's just a matter of all the pieces coming together. Football's a really difficult sport. You need 11 people.
It's a lot of teams.
Specifically on offense. You need those 11 guys that gel together, and when we run a wing T system, there's a lot of moving parts. Mm-hmm. And right now, we're just working on that gel. And first, we got to find out where the parts belong. Mm-hmm. And then once we do that, getting those parts working in unison. It's going to take some time, but we're excited about the opportunities.
Yeah. That wing tee is something that you can run a lot of different things out of that wing tee formation and motion and different backs going different directions and fullback getting a carry or the wings coming around getting a carry bouncing it out to the outside. I mean, you can run a lot of different cool stuff from that.
You really can. The wing tee never dies, and some people they might stick it under the bottom of the pile for a while, but it's one of those offenses you can always come back because regardless of what you got in your team, you can be successful with it. And I grew up with it, and I've run it every year of my career as a head coach, and I will continue. Oh, that's not true. I did get away from it for a couple of years at Columbus, but we're back at it, and we love the way we're running it, and we believe in it wholeheartedly, and we'll continue through the future.
This is our Radio Plus Sports video production of our Prep Sports Preview Kickoff Show presented by the Leb Insurance Group. Again, we're chatting with the Mayville Cardinals here tonight. Mayville coach Scott Hilber and players Cole Legas, Peyton Borchert, and Cohen Rademan with us here as part of the program here today. Coming up, we will try to corner the coach, and if any one of you has a question to ask him, you can do that if you're brave enough. We'll also open up the chat line here. If you have a question for any one of the Mayville players or Coach Hilbert, please do so as well. You don't want to look too far ahead, and you go week by week, but is there any game that sticks out on your schedule that it's like, yeah, we're going to get up for this one?
We're going to get up for all of them, and we better. We really embrace our opportunities. And we talk a lot about don't focus on the ultimate goal. Just enjoy the journey. And everyone demands your respect every single week. And we're not good enough to not give everyone respect every single week. We're just excited for Friday, quite frankly. To see what we do, what we look like when we're out there hitting live against other people. And first game of the year, we got Cedar Grove Belgium. It was a great program. State conference champs or deep playoff run every year. I know it'd be sexy if we said that, yeah, we want this team, we want to get them, but we started off conference with WLA.
Yeah.
And they gave us a heck of a run last year, so they got our respect. And we're not looking over anyone, not Cedar Grove, not Houston, and certainly not WLA. So, they're all big games for us.
Culture-wise, you go back to 1993 when you graduated, Coach, from Mayville High School. Culture-wise, is it the same? Has it adjusted at all? The football program has always been something that guys gravitate toward in Mayville. Back in the old days, I went to Elmira playing that matchup. That was a rivalry. That was a big one.
Big one. Mayville has had its ups and downs through the years since the early 2000s, and they've had some great years and had some really down years. So I believe the culture did maybe fade away a little bit, and thankfully Coach Nennig brought it back, and we've built on it. And with myself, Jeremy Schroffnagel, Kevin Knoll, Danny Decker, we were all in those teams in the early 90s, 91, 92. And so we talked about it a lot with these boys and what it was like then, and I think through that, the culture is the same. This day and age is a little bit different, though. We knew where the weight room was,
right,
and we used it, but it's a necessity now. And let's face it, 80% of your victories are won in the off season, and that's a big difference. And I like our culture. I think we need to have some areas to grow yet, but the last couple of years, we won games being physical, and that's not going to change.
Guys, would you like to ask the coach any question? Does anything come to mind right now that pops out?
Peyton
wants something. Okay.
Do you have any concerns for our team this year, offensively or defensively?
Depth. I'm concerned about the depth. I don't want to see a whole lot of injuries happen. A lot of times, we've actually dealt with it already, and we've been kind of forcing ourselves to build depth, which is good. Sometimes blessings come from injuries, but we certainly don't want to see a lot of kids go down, and we're going to have some depth problems, or, we'd be forced to put some people in the games where they're not ready for it. And that's pretty much my only concern at this point, other than just putting the puzzle pieces in the right spot. And it's not always obvious. And sometimes it's obvious to everyone else, but that's just not the case. And we got to figure that out, and we're going to come out with it on Friday, and we'll see how it works out.
Cohen, any questions?
I got
nothing. Yeah. All right. Anything else you'd like to cover here, Coach, tonight, as far as the team goes? Any shout-outs you want to give?
I got to give shout-out to our seniors for just what I love about coaching in Mayville is just the chemistry of the team.
Yeah.
We don't, at least not to my knowledge, we don't have to deal with a lot of adversity within our team. It's usually a pretty good culture, and that's really positive, and I'm really thankful for that, and that's because of our leadership. We are currently looking for that emotional leader. One name we haven't mentioned was Zane Vetter, who was a big part of our team on both sides of the ball. And when you have emotional guys like that, and even Houston Stager, he was an emotional guy too. We're looking for the fire, and I know these guys have it. I know they physically have it, and we're just looking for that emotion. So I'll be looking for that emotion coming out of these three and some of their friends.
All right. Very good. Well, gentlemen, have a great season. We look forward to having some of your games on our video platform here, and we'd like to thank you and the Mayville Cardinals for coming in.
We really appreciate the time. Thank
here
you.
Tonight.
Good show.
Right. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. All right.
Thank you.
Yep, Mayville Cardinals joining us here, part of our Radio Plus Video Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show here today. What we're going to do is take a timeout, and we'll come back, and we'll wrap up the program next on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Schneider with Silica for Your Home. We have a great feature available in our showrooms, our digital price tags. They search the internet every day and allow us to adjust the prices based on our competitors. That ensures you are always getting the best deal. If it finds a lower price, it will automatically change our Silica price in real time. These digital price tags are all about saving you time and money. Shop Silica for Your Home for the best sales, service, and selection.
The Roush Insurance Agency, and proud to sponsor our local athletes doing what they love. Do you have people in your life that you love? Your loved ones count on you. Hi, this is Tony Walters, agent with the Roush Insurance Agency. Let us at the Roush Insurance Agency give you a free, no-obligation life insurance quote so you're safe and secure for when the unexpected happens. To find out more about your free, no-obligation quote, give us a call today. The Roush Insurance Agency, properly insuring you for your future. Good luck, area athletes, on your quest to a state title.
We all know the struggle, the ups, the downs, the roundabouts on the journey to losing weight. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak at New Medical Center, and we understand. We've been there. That's why we're proud to offer you a fresh start with our semaglutide weight loss program. Semaglutide, commercially known as Wegovy, is an FDA-approved medication that mimics a hormone your body naturally produces. It helps to curb your hunger, eliminate cravings, and lets you focus on what truly matters, living your best life. But it's more than just a medication. It's about feeling good inside and out. It's about finding your confidence, your strength, and reclaiming the life you've always dreamed of. We've witnessed remarkable transformations here at New Medical Center. Real people, like you and me, taking control of their health, their happiness, and their future. Take it from me, I lost 40 pounds. That's 20% of my entire body weight in 5 months with no change in exercise. It was easy. Begin your transformation today. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Welcome back into high school sports video streaming live. We are video streaming our prep football preview kickoff show from Radio Plus Video headquarters here at 210 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. Hey, what a great show we've had here tonight. We'd like to thank Fond du Lac. We'd like to thank Winnebago Lutheran Academy Springs. Thank you to our friends at Laconia and to Mayville, again, for joining us as part of the program here tonight. Thanks to Carrie Longry, who's our video producer. Thanks to Big Nate, running one of the cameras here tonight. And thanks to all of our great sponsors making this show possible. The Leb Insurance Group is our presenting sponsor tonight. Thanks to your Edward Jones financial advisors, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Thanks to Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Fondi Family Dental. Thanks to Baker Cheese, Right Way Home Improvement, Lens Truck Center. Thanks to BCI Burke, Quest Interiors, Addison Jones Real Estate Company, Holiday Automotive, Taco Bell, Marion University, Pino Construction, Bristol Morgan Bank, Coal Oil and Propane. Thanks to Pioneer Pit Stop, Moraine Park Technical College, the Pizza Ranch, National Exchange Bank and Trust. Thanks to Smith Builders, Silica for Your Home, Radom & Stone. Thanks to Dufresne Moving, Winfield Homes, Everson Law, Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Camera Casino. Thanks to Fond du Lac Credit Union, Hoppers. Thanks to New Medical Center, Muthic Industries, Into the Woods Wellness, Fox Valley Savings Bank, and American Family Insurance Agent Brad Tagliapietra. Again, all of our wonderful sponsors making Radio Plus Video Sports possible here tonight. like to welcome or like to invite you, that is, to visit our website at radioplusinfo.com, and we have our entire sports broadcast schedule ready to go. It all kicks off next Friday, the 18th. Fond du Lac hosting team at Fruth Field in Fond du Lac, and St. Mary Springs Academy is on the road at Lake Country Lutheran. Fondy again hosting Sussex Hamilton at the brand new Fondy football complex. Should be a great game, and we are excited to get there and get you covered with Fond du Lac football. Again, we'll have Springs game next week, Friday night as well. Again, thanks to Fondy's coach Sam Pluker, Laconia coach Joe Ledley, Springs coach Bob Highland, Winnebago Lutheran Academy coach Kevin Layer, Mayville coach Scott Hilber for coming and bringing their players here for our Radio Plus Video Sports production. Nick Rush saying so long from Radio Plus Sports corporate headquarters. This has been a Video Radio Plus Sports production. Have a great night.